30 days since you sent something left. Shouldn't you send something again? What about bringing a smile to your mom's face? Send her a picture.
This is MobileGroove in the podcast studio at MAL, which I've done for many years. And every year I get excited when I can meet new people. New person for me, but you're also new to MAL. First time a newbie. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to the fold. It is an amazing event, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's where you need to be. So, Bo, you're head of subscription at Frameo, which is an exciting app because you're sort of at that intersection. You need to grow, but you also need to be very personal because this is a very personal type of app, and that's also your talk. So let me understand the emotive and effective side of this. You know, it has to be personal. What does that mean then for a subscription app?
It means that we are trying to be as close to our users as possible. We are a digital photo frame software app. Mm-hmm. So our app is sending all your photos from your phone to your photo frame, your own or your mom's or your dad's or your friend's photo frame. And the magic happens when those photos hit the frame and the viewer starts smiling. Okay. That's the most meaningful I have ever worked with because we are actually sending smiles every day to users around the world.
Love that thought. So Frameo, subscription app, but also, you know, there are tiers. And you moved to premium just recently. So, I mean, sending the smiles is great. The value in that, how did you make that into a premium subscription app?
Our model is that we have a freemium platform with a premium product on top of it, where you buy features that you cannot have for free on a subscription base. And I believe that Friday or Saturday we'll cross the 500,000 subscriber line. Oh. So we have done that in just 2 years.
That's phenomenal.
It has been an amazing journey.
No wonder you're speaking here because that is an amazing journey. Growth for a subscription app, it's very difficult as a business because you have to pinpoint the value, but what you're also doing is you're pinpointing the value that users will pay for, but also that leaves an impression because you're understanding emotion and using that to fuel growth. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we have built that whole emotional trigger into our product. So when I send a photo to my mom's frame, she can tap the screen and send a heart back to me, showing her appreciation of that I'm thinking about her, sharing moments with my kids, with my wife on a holiday, maybe here from the conference, sending this picture home. I think when I receive the heart back from her, I know I'll keep sending. That's a part of the product, and we use it as well in our communication, where we try to encourage you to keep sending by telling how you unlock emotions by your relatives, by sending them photos and making them happy and remind them of all the smiles and all the good
I like that. That's
moments.
A much better trigger than, you know, some sort of retargeting moment. Nothing against retargeting, but that's triggering like you looked at this, here's it again. You know, this is triggering by reminding someone of the good experience that they had.
Yeah, and by implementing the emotional value into our communication, it just works way much better than just being a trigger. So it's 30 days since you sent something left. Shouldn't you send something again? What about bringing a smile to your mom's face?
And there's
send her a picture.
So many opportunities and campaigns. I mean, not just Mother's Day, but so many.
Christmas and Mother's Day is the peak hours of our company.
You're using very emotional triggers for growth, but growth is science, right? At the end of the day, it's numbers, it's science. Probably, because we couldn't do an interview without mentioning AI, probably also an element of AI, at least to optimize.
We haven't even gone there yet, but we will definitely do.
You will be doing it.
At some point. We come from 8 years of being a B2B company selling software to manufacturers of photo frames, primarily in China. They are selling the frames to retailers or directly to consumers on Amazon. And when the frames reach the end user, then they activate the app So we don't do user acquisition in ordinary way. We don't do ASO. We don't do advertising. Because the advertising part is done by the brands who sell the photo frames, which is our customers on the one hand. 2 years ago, we started out with subscription and then started caring more for the end users and started this whole...
So like B2B to C.
Yeah, actually it's B2B and then there's a jump out there where it become our B2C. We started out engaging users to send more photos, growing the networks, encourage them to have more photo frames through our communication.
I want to dig a little bit into your talk, because in every talk there's best practice, there's takeaways, there's something that I need to do or action because you've brought my attention to it in the talk. Tell me a little bit about your talk topic.
I think the main takeaway from my talk is that consider how you can use emotional triggers in your communication, because it's that strong, and we have a product where emotion is the core of the product. But you can do emotional relation in a lot of products. You just have to think about how you do it. And that is definitely a good way to go. Also, when you are emotionally into a product, then you're also more willing to pay for it because it
you're
just
invested.
Give more value to you in an emotional way and not just in a financial way.
Emotional triggers, what are they? Give me some ideas. Give some inspiration to our audience. It's like, yes, I want to be triggering something deeper. We're all talking about sustainable growth now. I mean, it's the theme and the topic here at MAO as well. You know, growth at all costs is over. We're in sustainable growth now, and that's by moving people, not just making them open up their wallets.
Yeah, and I think the important thing for us at least is that we live in a world where everything is going so fast and into all directions. Families are split up. The world is really weird.
It's fragmented.
At this time.
Yeah.
So when we can bring people together through the frames, through the product, we can make it easier to take the phone and call your mom or your grandmom, and doing it more often.
The connection.
That strengthens the connection in the family and the wider family with the closest friends, and that is really important to us, and we think it's important to society to have these strong family connections and these
So what does the campaign look like? I mean, is it more like just reminding through push or other channels? And what is the call to action? Is it like, you know, think of someone you love today, or?
Yeah, it is that kind of communication. Mother's Day is a good example. We do portrait frames inside the frame with different
A little bit of inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration with flowers or hearts or something like that, saying thank you, Mom, for Mother's Day. We have a special greeting you can put on your photo when you send it to your mom. It's a way for us to talk to our users that remember your mom, remember Veterans Day, appreciate
people in your life.
Your people in your life, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's more like, it's not like nudging, like a scientific nudge. It's more like a more generic, or does it get very personal in how you are segmenting your users and all of that? What does that look like? I mean, what does emotional segmentation look like? We
started out really broad and just focusing on the connections, not that personalized, but remember your mom, remember your dad, send a photo to your loved ones, bring the smile on someone's face. The smile is an important part of our communication, because if you take up your phone and you scroll through your photos, you will start smiling every time you stop, because there's a good picture you haven't maybe seen it, and if you scroll back long enough, then you see, oh, I have forgot this moment.
When I'm talking to marketers in music, that was an easy one. It's like, we want to get people to make a playlist, share a playlist, then we know they are going to be, we have a retained user, they're going to be loyal. There's certain events. What is it that you want people to do to get them into that subscription funnel?
When they get the frame and they start smiling, they start telling the story about the frame.
Okay.
And that is so strong, the mouth-to-mouth in our product, because everyone who have a frame have told friends and family about it, and a lot of them are going to buy one for a friend or a family. Having the longer life for a frame by sending more pictures, that is an important part of strategy, because the longer life a frame have on your counter, the more people you are telling it about your frame and the smile it brings to you, and then they are buying frames as well. So it's kind of a snowball effect, and a very strong network effect that we see, and then when we are selling more frames, we are getting even more users, and then we encourage you to ask more people to send to your frame as well.
Yeah.
So that is our user acquisition. That is when we can encourage you to
you're using advocacy, which is the best advertising there is, and so it's like word of mouth a little bit on steroids, and it worked. It worked for social media.
I have a very strong story about a mail we got in our support inbox a year ago. From an Australian man who just wrote to us and told his story about how his mother was admitted to the hospital with breast cancer in stage 4. They bought her a frame. He was about to be dad a couple of months later, and they gave her a frame, and from when his son was born, they could send her pictures every day of her new grandson, her first grandson. And 2 months later, she died, and the hospital people told Michael that his mom looked at that frame every day, waiting for new pictures to pop up on it. I just think it's so strong a story, a very, really beautiful story, and he's just one of many who sends stories like that to us. It's a really strong story about how the product emotionally affects people around the world every day.
And to understand that and to appreciate that in your marketing. I mean, you have to be appreciative of that. You cannot be heavy on the marketing. You have to lead, let the user, let the individual lead.
Yeah, we try to present the opportunities more than to push them, and that has been quite a success until now. Maybe we could have found 5 or 10% more, but that's not important. It's important that we have a product.
For the long run.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing so much. Marketers, app owners, this is really about understanding and embracing LTV, being a little bit more patient, because it does pay off in the end. Yeah,
exactly. And then we have a business with 2 legs. We are selling software licenses for digital photo frames in the one leg and subscription in the other. And when we have a story like Michael's, and we know that his sister and his brother also bought photo frames for themselves and for their friends and family, then we are earning money in one part of the business. And because we then get more users and we present all our opportunities in the other part of the business, we earn money here as well. So the 2 businesses are going hand in hand. The software licenses business is still the biggest, but soon to be taken over by subscription.
Soon to be taken over?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Done your job well. And you're thinking in the longer term. And it is all about connection, and I have to say, Bo, I'm so glad we could connect.
Yeah.
It's a heartwarming story. I mean, we always talk about hard numbers and growth, but at the end of the day, in the world we're in, it is really all about connection. It is, we're back to user centricity.
Yeah.
Here we are, full circle, and it matters. And, how you present yourself, how you show up matters for the long term. Glad you could show up here in the studio. Thank you so much.
Thank you.